legitimately, and he has looked good. Brandon Shippen in a very crowded wide receiver room is back there as well, and it's going to be Shippen taking this opening kickoff on the far side. 15-20, tripping across the 25-yard line to the 26 for a return of 26. And here we go, man, and Justin Davis, the USC tailback fighting for a job, is alone in the backfield. And on first down, Orlovsky is going to throw to the slot, and that's Brandon Shippen. He is going to get 7 yards on first down. And in motion on 2nd and 4. The handoff is to Justin Davis. He has had some nice runs so far this year. He has shown this is 4th preseason game, and it's going to be Davis on 3rd and 1. I don't think he got it.
Make that block, and that will allow the back to get up inside and get the first down.
It's Quentin Rollins back to return this one. Johnny Hecker is punting. Travis Coons, the Rams' second kicker, was cut earlier in this week. He is not going to start. Jamal Williams, the rookie out of BYU, is in the backfield, and he gets the carry on first down, and he is stopped immediately in the backfield by Josh Forrest. Back to the 20. 2nd down opening drive here for Green Bay. Dropped. Rookie out of Tulane. 3rd and 12. Hunley has time, all kinds of time, and throws complete to his back. Jamal Williams over the middle, but the Rams defense gets off the field. He's going
You win the field position more.
Rookie punter Justin Vogel is in. And Shakir Ryan, undrafted rookie free agent as well, is the return man. He'll catch that one out of bounds. Rams at H-back/tight end. That's Dan Orlovsky at quarterback for the Rams, and he hands to Justin Davis with absolutely nowhere to go. Drilled in the backfield by number 93 Reggie Gilbert. Back to the 32. Rams need the 40 for who set it down. It's delayed handoff to Justin Davis. Big hole up the middle. Got tripped up as he got past Corey Harkey. Jake Ryan on the tackle. Job to the Michigan kid Jake Rudock here, facing a 3rd and 7 after a gain of 7 by Davis. Throws this one incomplete and behind Shakir Ryan. Even if he caught it, he would have been about 3 yards shy of the mark. The quarter run has been on special teams as a return man. Back to return this one, Quentin Rollins again didn't get a chance to return the first tackle punt. This one he will from the 16 out of 1 tackle and has room down the right sideline. Nice little return. Last night after we got into Green Bay already, some great numbers up there, people bidding, all of it as part of the relief effort. Hunley goes deep, that's Geronimo Allison! And he does not stay in bounds. Incomplete inside the Rams 25. Chance to get both feet down. So now on 2nd down, almost had to delay a game there. Hunley avoids the sack, chased by Purcell, and then he's going to throw it away. Out of bounds. 3rd and 10 coming up. Again on the right of your screen, it's a 3rd and 10 now for the former Bruin. Here comes the rush. The Packers pick it up, and then Hunley throws incomplete over the middle. Cody Davis almost trailing there. Seen in this game, 2 for each team. Jamal Williams, the back there, picking up the rush from Nick Grigsby, and now Shake Ryan is back to return this one. Waiting, fielding, backpedaling on the 21 and going backwards. He got drilled immediately. That's not the way to do it. Drilled immediately by Josh Jones, the rookie out of NC State. Got to do something in the return game to make a spot on this team, potentially on the practice squad. He's looked good early on at camp, especially against the Chargers. Hit pocket to the right. Still looking for a first down. Trying to set up the screen. Does so. Here's Davis. Has room. 25, 30. Justin Davis down the right sideline. Orlovsky from the 35. Look at it. Buried and sacked by Gunter.
Brown, safety corner blitz, bringing everybody.
Don Capers not messing around. Orlovsky has a clean pocket this time and throws incomplete for Davis.
And you hold on to the football.
3rd and 15. Rams need the 45. Orlovsky slings it. Picked off in and out of the hands of McRoberts. Who came away with it? Gunter did. He's got a sack and a pick on the same drive, and Green Bay takes over in Rams territory.
For Dan Orlovsky, we need a ball that's thrown in front of the receiver a little better than that.
These receivers are getting rerouted pretty good too. Even when they're not up in press, they're just getting caught up, getting hung up a little bit. The timing's all messed up.
From the 40, Brett Hundley to the outside. Geronimo Allison right at the sticks. Eagle 47, Kevin Peterson, all vying for one of those spots there in the defensive backfield. There's Trevor Davis. DJ, you mentioned he can fly. Takes it, turns it inside, and turns it upfield. first down yardage before the scrum gets him near the 20-yard line. Daniel Jeremiah, I'm Andrew Siciliano. Lambeau Field. Hundley with action at his feet throws a touchdown to Geronimo Allison. He bobbled that one, had his back to the goal line, brought it in, and hit the turf. But there is a flag back on the 27, and it's a hold.
10-yard penalty remains first down.
Loop in, and you just keep working. You
Right
keep
guard.
working. You keep working, and there's your guy right there. He is active.
Man, Michael Jordan's in great position right there. Just got to play the football a little bit better.
At his feet, actually, was the result of a hold. It's 1st and 20 now. They're going to try to set up a screen, and they do. This is Mays, the rookie, 32. Or check it, my fault. Yes, that is Devontae Mays. And they set up the screen, and they get it, all of it back. Utah State, a 7th rounder. He is alone in the backfield. Trevor Davis in motion. Green Bay can't get a first down without getting into the end zone.
False start, offense number 68. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
1st and 15 from the 16. Down goes Brett Hundley. Sacked in the backfield by Ethan Westbrook. Almost a third of the field for Hundley. You get a first out of the 1. Flag on the far sideline. Dumps it down to Mays. Mays has room by Grigsby by the 20. Past the 15-yard line. Mike Jordan among those there to trip him up, but let's wait on the flag. Again.
Offside defense, number 50, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined, third down.
It's your guy. Packers can get a first down inside the 1. Had a touchdown called back earlier. Hundley avoids the rush, flushed out to the right. He may run. Past Tanzel Smart. 10-5. Hundley dives. Touchdown.
Right up in the pocket.
Yeah.
And he tucked it immediately, Marshall. He knew it was there. He wasn't looking to throw that thing.
Yes, good job there because you got pressure off the edge. Anytime you get pressure off the edge, the inside guy, the table has been set.
Today actually got hit on the face mask there by Countess inside the 5. They didn't throw the flag, but he did jump into the end zone.
I can say in Los Angeles, this is known as a winner.
Brandon Shippen back to return this one, and he will not do that. He'll take it 9 yards deep. Whitworth is 35 years old, by the way. The advanced metrics here, they can track everyone's speed. They're Shippen, maybe a gain of 8 from Orlowski.
There was a question mark.
Can I beat Andrew Whitworth?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Justin Davis up the middle, that's a first down, maybe a gain of 4. Roberts, top of your screen. Davis and Rogers in the backfield, and again, it's Davis running behind his fullback. Nothing doing this time, right back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is what the Packers have done throughout the entire game.
Up my 40 time from last year.
You don't remember it? Must have wasn't good.
Rogers in the game, the rookie fullback, leading the way for Justin Davis, who again, Marshall, we talked about the blocking issues. Might be the final play of the first quarter here. It's a play fake, and Orlovsky throws, and there's your completion on play action to McRoberts across midfield. It's not a shot downfield, but it is good for 16. It takes it to the Green Bay 36-yard line, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They're going to
$500,000. He personally gave $100,000, and within 24 hours, he reached that initial goal, and it has snowballed. Watt's fundraising has reached $10 million. Just remarkable to see what a stud J.J. Watt is, not just on the field, but off the field, Andrew.
Amazing, Jill. There's a flag on this play here, waiting for the call.
Defense number 28, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
All right, defensive holding there. Cast here in Green Bay. A broadcast that now has the Rams on the Green Bay 30-yard line. There's a completion to the former Utah quarterback, Travis Wilson, trying to win a job here, especially with the Tamarick Hemingway injury last week.
No, he and the quarterback, they're going to see the game the same way.
Told the story a couple of weeks ago, was working at a surf shop in Laguna. Was considering going to play in Australia. He looked like as an actor last week.
Yeah, he's O'Connell, right?
Jerry O'Connell, exactly. Corey Harkey in motion after the gain of 4, short drop. Shippen has the completion, the reception inside the 10 and inside the 5. Justin Davis alone in the backfield. First and goal. From the 4, short drop, throw left. McRoberts comes back for it. Does he have it? No! They say he could not hang on. December trying to make this team now. He's a long shot, but he almost hauled that one in. Can't get this one either.
That was better, but I think on that one you got to tip your cap there to Dontello Brown from the Jones is playing like a defensive end in this system tonight. With safety, number 27 is blitzing just about every single play.
Rams trying to get lined up now. Play clock is at 3. Orlovsky shotgun, 3rd and goal, didn't get it off. Unless they call timeout.
False start, offense. Number 63, 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
From Brett Hundley.
See what Justin Davis does in the backfield if he can pick up some pressure if it comes his way.
Orlovsky has time. Orlovsky may run, lost it. Corey Harkey, incomplete, 4th down. 15 points so far. He has been perfect in the preseason. And that streak continues. Rams get 3 out of it. I'm impressed. Greg Zuerlein's 27-yard field goal has the Rams on the board. Now it's kicking off.
Could have been soda.
Could have been, of course. Who am I to assume that in Wisconsin it could be beer? Ooh, big hit, Nick Grigsby on Jeff Janis, the return man. And Green Bay is going to start inside its own 20 versus running back number 33, Aaron Jones, the rookie out of UTEP. And Jones has a big hole, goes through Cody Davis, who eventually corrals him for a gain of around 9, maybe 10. My point I was going to...
Our league better.
We know Brent Hundley's not getting cut, handing to Aaron Jones, and again, he's not likely getting cut either, but there's Mike Purcell, the former 49er.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 41. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play, automatic, 1st down.
Perfect extension, forced a fumble last week. There's Aaron Jones, stutter step in the backfield because Louis Trinca-Passat had good penetration there. Now the Rams way to stick around. 2nd down. Hundley, incomplete. You know, was it Atari or would you flag there?
Oh.
Was it Apple IIc? Wow. Would you play with? Remember back in the day?
Atari.
False start, offense, number 78, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
That's Jason Spriggs.
Unintentional.
Okay, 3rd and 14. Wouldn't do it intentionally. Hundley, almost picked off, and it was Jordan. He could stay on his 2 feet there, and again, the ball was behind him. He had some room to run as well, and potentially clear sailing. Shake Ryan, not going to run, but they're calling for a fair catch, and doing so on the 22 with a flag back on the Green Bay side of the field near the 40.
Holding during the kick against the return team, number 59. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. 1st down, timeout.
Siciliano, Orlovsky got the start, and now he and the Rams are backed up inside their own 15-yard line. And that's the first. Made this team last year. Practice squad, then was active in December. Ball over the head. Orlovsky fires. Not likely to keep 3 quarterbacks. Got him. Orlovsky, shipping, complete, 20, 25, 30. 1st down for the Rams. A yard layup to the 33. Shipping goes in motion. The hand to Green. Cuts it back, then cuts it upfield. Aaron Green puts his foot in the ground, gets around 3, but there's a flag back in the offensive backfield.
Holding, offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty, remains 1st down.
Kids can do the wave. Orlovsky on 1st and 20 after the hold. Incomplete for McRoberts with a flag.
Andrew.
He called for it and got it. Yes,
Andrew, they do.
Pass interference, defense, number 48. Ball will be advanced to the spot of the foul, automatic, 1st down.
That's on this night.
Well, then you duck and then you stand up.
Aaron Green running right. Nothing doing. Right, we're going to churn the bottom quarter of your roster when you see who else the other teams cut. Orlovsky hit as he throws over the head of Shippen there for the week 1 when the Colts come to town. Play clock down to 1. Orlovsky guns over the middle. Completion at the 45-yard line. Brandon Shippen lost a helmet. Gain of 4. Johnny Hecker, Rams Pro Bowl punter, is in, and Max McCaffrey. Any McCaffrey will do. Back to return it. The sure-handed Max McCaffrey with a bobble, and he got popped. He's the hardest working man in all of show business. Play fake, Brett Hundley. Instead of going deep, dumps it off to Aaron Ripkowski. One of Ash. Good one. There's Josh Tull in the game, 45 linebacker acquired just 2 weeks ago. Here's Ripkowski again against the Chargers. Only 2 defensive starters were in there. I think that's Aaron Jones over the left side. Or is it Jamal Williams? It's Jamal Williams. Either way, Rams defense does its job. Days ago, Rams had cut him loose a couple of months ago after some legal issues. Rams satisfied those have been taken care of, and now Tyler Walker is back. Shake Ryan not going to get a chance to return this one. Twitter both doing huge parts here in the relief efforts. Here's Aaron Green of Greater Houston. Details on the screen there. Brown rockers the Rams, all for a good cause. On 2nd and 7, ball low and behind. McRoberts for the incompletion. Green in the backfield. Rams need the 45. Orlovsky looks right, throws incomplete for Shake Ryan, who got popped out of bounds by Evans.
Yeah, if I was a receiver, I'd lock onto the quarterback after making that throw.
Nice punt there by Pecker, who backs McCaffrey up, fields at the 12. Max McCaffrey running right, hit hard initially by Munt, and then Tillery throws him down. And there is, wait for it, another flag down. Later.
During the kick, holding receiving team number 51. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
You said
Not a flag, but it's been
I'm going to go flags.
Get your whiteboard out.
Flags. Jeff Janis.
Gonna make that time.
Hatfield comes up, gets him around the ankles, but can't bring him down. And Janis is right by the 15. Let's give him 9, nearly 220. That's good for 9. Morgan Fox pressures Hundley. Walker pressures Hundley. Flag down. Allison can't get it. Almost intercepted. What if they mark off 2
There were
here?
fouls by both teams on the play.
No, it just counts as one.
Offense number 77, holding defense number 36. Those penalties offset. Remains 2nd down.
So it's
Wow.
Mays in the backfield. Hundley to throw, and Hundley is sacked. Devontae Mays is the running back. Hundley chased. Hundley throws it at the feet of Mays, who's Ebelcom coming around the right end there.
And they've allowed the quarterback to get on the edge and drop the ball off.
Here's Vogel punt. Let's see if Shake Ryan can actually bust one here. Waiting for it. Not going to be this one. Fair catch at the 48.
Business development, he's going to help with some community relations, guys.
All right, Jill, great to have ED back in the family. We worked with him last year up in the blue.
I do. Sometimes when I go to the grocery store, I put it
Really?
on. Yeah.
Aaron Green hitting the backfield, stays on his feet, reverses field, and then gets knocked back to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 13.
This is Flag City here.
Orlovsky under pressure. Orlovsky is not going to run. He's going to get picked instead. Dan Orlovsky picked off by Donatello Brown, who takes it back into Rams territory, 41-yard line.
You're going to see him get outside the pocket here, running to his left, tries to throw across his body, and what happens is your vision is distorted. You don't see everything, does not see Donatello.
You want to throw that in?
I'm just saying,
Penalties or Paul McRoberts targets? Set up the
Nice.
screen. Oh, he got blowed up. That's Aaron Jones, the rookie running back, getting
Personal
destroyed.
foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 62, contact with the head of the quarterback. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
There were the Packers an extra 15 inside the 30 now. Hundley with 144 and all 3 timeouts, throws complete to Allison. The coverage there as well. He has all 3 timeouts and now in the red zone. Hands to Jones, big hole, Rice. He is tripped up there. Only 2 starters on the field last week in the loss to the Chargers. None here tonight. Hundley over the middle and incomplete. He wanted
Careful with a mobile quarterback here too. Hundley can take off.
Already has 1 rushing touchdown, play fake, and then the throw to the outside to Janis, incomplete. Wide receiver lined up into the game. Now slot left for Green Bay on 3rd down. Hundley throws over the middle. Geronimo Allison gets drilled at the goal line and down just shy of the end zone. Dupree, number 19, also a rookie. They're going to throw right, though, and over the head of Janis. Hatfield got a little handsy there, but got away with it.
Of what a quarterback makes to any other position.
2nd and goal. Hundley throws. There's Jones, the running back, and he has a touchdown. He rolls into the end zone, flips the ball to the ref, and then goes Lambeau Lee.
Under pressure, just getting the ball out. The running back should have got his head around a little quicker because he started
Rusher in UTEP history has a touchdown, and Mason Crosby has an extra point here as well.
It doesn't matter where you're drafted, who you are.
Fumble, hit the up back. The Trinket Passat. Either way, I think the Rams got it back.
Regardless of where you're drafted, as a rookie, those knocks come, you're worried. You're just like, wow.
Second and goal. Well, it's not second and goal. The screen says second and goal. That's what happens when you just read the screen, Andrew. Justin Davis.
Okay.
Got 3 yards. Just saying.
I'm not cold.
You're not cold?
No.
The Rams cut Travis Coons earlier this week. They have brought him back. Aaron Jones fields this one, fumbles it, picks it back up. Aaron Jones now has some room to run. The rookie running back had a touchdown earlier.
Got basically the BYU offense from last year with Jamal Williams and Taysom Hill.
Here's Aaron Jones cutting back. Marquise Christian fills the hole to bring him down. Gain of 5.
He's a guy who played a lot of college football before he spent some time injured while in college.
Jamal Williams over the right side. The BYU was on a couple of long touchdown drives earlier. Sorry, Marshall.
Well, I was just about to say it's definitely an advantage to be a rookie at 27. Their size, right? Look at like 27, 26, a wife, 3 kids.
He's back. Word here is that the 3 rookie running backs that they drafted are all going to make the team. Williams being the highest of those 3 selections. We've seen Jones and Mays also today. Jamal Williams now motions out to the slot left, and Hill finally throws it. And throws it complete to his tight end on the 5-yard line. He's got a big fan at Rodgers. Instead, he's going to hand it to his old Cougar teammate. And Jamal Williams over the left side has a first down. And third quarter action. 14-3, Green Bay on the move. Here's Jones, or Mays, beg your pardon, running left, and then cutting it back inside. Louis Trinket Passat in the backfield there. I formation on 2nd and 3. Mays up the gut again. Morgan Fox around him, or Malade around him, but near more first down yardage, and there's the signal. First down, Green Bay at the 31.
For the Rams, he's got to step up and make a play.
Taysom Hill hands to Mays. Marquise Christian hits him. Or Malade wrestles him down as well. It's time. Waiting in the wings here after the break. The Rams GM. Here's Mays with not a lot of running room this time. Off the field here. Forcing Mason Crosby field goal. Hill looks left. Now steps up. Remember, he has wheels. He can run. Flag down. Finally throws it incomplete to Dupree.
Holding. Defense, number 33, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Carlos in this quarter. Zerline kicked off to start the second half, and the rookie out of BYU, Taysom Hill, has marched him down the field, predominantly, mostly. Hill steps up, brought down. Andy Malumba, D-line rotation. 3rd and 11, the rookie Hill throws incomplete, but there is a flag, and again.
Pass interference, defense, number 33. Ball will be advanced to the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
5:49 in the only drive we have seen here in the 3rd quarter. Jamal Williams up the middle, across the 10, down to the 8. Or Malade, and Tyron Walker there, gain of 3. From the 7.
I lost a lot of money. You told me Taysom Hill hasn't taken off yet.
Jamal Williams, maybe a yard. Andy Malumba is there. Rams defense hasn't gotten off the field. 3rd and 5. Taysom Hill loses the football. Hill falls on it on the 10. It's Walker again. Point attempts. This would make it a 2-touchdown game. And Mason Crosby's not going to miss this one. 17-3 as promised. And we'll see Dan Orlovsky back on the field today. Sean Mannion has dressed. Jared Goff did not, but this is Orlovsky's game and his chance to potentially rally. All right, ship into the 15-yard line. That's where the Rams will start.
Into this game, I know this. I've given our video guy my iPad already because I want to get to watching this film as soon as possible to try to figure out a few of those spots there. It's a 47 through 53 and then 54 through 63. and it's not necessarily how many at each position. At that point, it's keeping the best players. This game, there's guys who are going to be on practice squads, bottom half of rosters, on short lists that'll somehow end up on teams across the league that are going to get a lot of play time tonight. That was a big part of this. It was his idea, was really start focusing on Indianapolis. Since it's a new playbook for both sides of the ball, it was open to every player. The whole playbook was open. But about a week ago, Donald get him back and also get ready for the Indianapolis Colts.
Les, when do you need him back? As Taysom Hill bootleg and runs for good yardage and first down the left sideline.
And I don't know if you can give this up. Any one of the kids surprise you that you brought in a new
practice? So basically you go to who is from the 2017 draft from Los Angeles, or at least within driving distance that can. So it's those stories that are great.
Defense, number 47. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. Automatic first down.
And that one's on Kevin Peterson, a guy that Hatfield is actually fighting for potentially one of those final jobs. Final 30 seconds here of the quarter with Taysom Hill running things here, and Pacific is the
After
cut down
the play,
day on Saturday.
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, the offense, number 74. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced in the dead ball spot and the down count. Second down.
All right, with the punting total yet, though? Handoff, the rookie, Aaron Jones. Jones threw him a lumber tackle. Aaron Jones finally wrestled out of bounds by John Johnson after a gain of 24.
What I'm saying, this is like that. This is
the one thing going.
Right.
So if you're not here, Jones gets out of another tackle. Aaron Jones finally marking Christian Tyrant Walker with multiple flags. Might have had a face mask there. In other words,
Illegal ball to the back. Offense, number 19. 10-yard penalty remains first down.
all right, so not 16 to 10.
Oh, I'm losing big.
After the penalty, it's back to a first and 18.
Nice tackle.
And that's Khalif Phillips into the game now on the third-round pick. And Nick Grigsby over there for the tackle on tight end. 2 minutes in.
Message to Aaron Donald, and I'm going to say this because last year,
Taysom Hill throws. That's a catch. That's a touchdown for Green Bay to Aaron Peck. And found Aaron Peck for a 25-yard score.
Look at that pocket movement, though. Little hurdle involved, and
yeah, they missed a takedown. There was a takedown in the interior part of the offense.
This time it ends in 7, and it is 24 to 3. Let's
Back to you guys.
All right, again, it's NFL.com/Rams auction, and help out the relief efforts. Hurricane Harvey in southeastern Texas and Louisiana as well. Brandon Shippen runs it out of bounds near the 20-yard line. There is a flag, however.
Personal foul, blocking below the waist, kicking team, number 28. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. First down.
And we'll add it to the total. Down to the
It's been easier than I thought. It's been a cool experience just switching. Because I still get to play the 5.
Going on in that room with losing Dominique Easley right away, first day of pads, and then obviously Aaron Donald hasn't been here the entire preseason. How have you guys had to kind of block that out in it?
Do come back. I mean, it's like nothing got to sink. Y'all just go ahead and dive right in. I think AD, he can get in any system and, make an impact right away. So,
put the microphones and the headsets on tonight. Up the middle, Justin Davis across midfield has a first down. As we see,
When the season was over. So, as much as a guy is needed, sometimes a defense can end up growing with the loss. And if they keep my mouth shut for one, because you never count another man's money, that's how good teams operate.
Let me phrase it this way, though. As a guy with a jacket,
you have to work with the organization in order to make it work for both you and the organization, because
Colts week 1, they're hoping that they don't have to see number 99 out there.
and Indianapolis has plenty of its own questions. Brandon Shippen with the reception there near 30, game tackled. No one.
Jones has blitzed 400 times tonight. Coming off the edge, one more.
No flag. Justin Davis in the backfield shakes that tackle. Davis turns it upfield and gets himself a first down. So it's.
And that's what this is about. You go out and play this brand of football that they're trying to build here and execute. and let the little things have no idea. And guys like that, boy, they can pop on the scene and surprise some people. Trust me, I know. I played with a quarterback who popped on the scene.
Johnny Munt into the end zone. Johnny Munt
ran right through Josh Jones' tackle. Josh Jones is out here in the first quarter. He's played a full football game tonight. Maybe a little tired there, Marshall. Didn't bring his legs with him. And Munt, nice job. Lower the shoulder, keep your legs pumping, pull through the tackle, and fight your way into the end zone.
Get themselves a touchdown, and it's Travis Coons on for the extra point. He makes it 24-10. Perfectly here where we call home for spending your Thursday evening with us here. Final game of the preseason. There's Aaron Jones running it back across the 21-yard line. Speaking of quarterbacks here, Joe Callahan now into the game, and he hands off to Phillips over the left side. Guys, let's talk about Jared Goff here.
That's unknown. And things, it's easy for you to get ruffled. It's easy for brought along to help carry this team, not to carry it by himself. So I like where he is. I like what he had to say, and I think that
he already has a connection, Goff does, with Cooper Kupp. He knows where he's going to be. He knows he can win one-on-one. And not having him out there, I thought that was a big drop-off. So he's good. Cooper Kupp's going to be a big factor in how Jared Goff does this year.
Shake Ryan goes backwards. That ball comes out, but they say he was down on the 14-yard line.
Andrew,
your way. Back from the 15-yard line, that is Orlovsky to Sam Rogers, the rookie fullback, across the 25 for a first down and a gain of 11. Speaking of
roll up together with a young quarterback in Jared Goff.
Thought we might see a little bit of Josh Reynolds tonight. We have not. There's Katie Hennon into the game. May absorbed a big hit and kept on going.
Took his medicine.
Yes, he did. There is Aaron Green over the right side. Aaron Green behind Eldrin Camp. DJ calls the touchdown.
It's tough to have a 14-point game-winning touchdown.
Orlovsky to McRobinson is almost picked off.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Now, Max McCaffrey set to return. Spiraling kick. McCaffrey waves it off. It's going to take a Rams bounce and roll out of bounds on the 12-yard line. 3:13 remaining.
The easy one is offensive line depth. That's easy. But actually, I think after watching today, productivity on the deep.
Be explosive, and that'll help that defense more than anything else. Is keeping them off the field.
Sure, and you're hoping for Sammy Watkins and Jared Goff to get on the same page. Joe Callahan is the quarterback for the Packers. Out of the shotgun, look out, Joe Callahan. Out of a Grigsby, beg your pardon, sack. And he throws it to his check down man, Phillips. All right, timed out Dan Orlovsky. And it's punt time. Rams offense is going to get another crack at it. What they do. Shake Ryan, make a play here, gets a block. Shake Ryan trying to get to the outside and run out of bounds, and a late hit there with a flag. Adrian Hill.
There were 2 fouls on the play. During the kick, holding against the kicking team, number 16. That penalty is declined. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 93. That penalty is enforced 15 yards, automatic first down.
Look what you made him do.
The first foul was illegal use of the hand. It's not offensive holding.
Because sometimes when people are cutting edge with stuff,
yeah,
you know, you're not accustomed to hearing it.
They're ahead of us.
So you like it?
Right. No, I'm not saying that I like it. You know, you say that, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, it's a hit. Well,
great addition to the booth, our colleague at NFL Network. So happy that you spent the summer with us. Looking forward to many more. As Aaron Green goes over the right side. Same goes for Jill Anderson. That has now come to an end with the Rams losing here at Lambeau 24-10. There are high hopes, certainly, for Sean McVay and this team.
That is the end of the game.
Heading into week 1, we hope to see everybody at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum for week 1 when Sean McVay coaches a real game, and this is a real season. Rams and the Colts. They lose this one 24-10.